I'm Kate McLaughlin from Soroptimist International of Whitefish. To the webinar.
We're here today because our club believes in community efforts and exchanging ideas and learning more about what each other is doing.
You know, the best thing about being a Soroptimist member is that the mission is the same. So I'm here in Montana, but on the East Coast, they're doing the same thing. We're all contributing whatever we can, however we can, giving generously of our time and our skills, all to collectively help the betterment of females.
You know, here at Whitefish Thrift House, and because of the generous community donations, we are able to generate income that supports all of the SIA programs from here throughout the world, and do so generously for the education and empowerment of all girls and women.
You know, it doesn't matter what size your club is or how much money you raise. It's all about all of us together contributing.
We're all doing our part to reach our big goal of investing in the dreams of 500,000 women and girls.
You know, the best thing about being a Soroptimist member is that when you go to a convention, you realize there's so many women all over the world, and when they come and represent themselves, it's an amazing feeling to know that you're a part of this giant mission. And whether they're in Korea, where else are they from? Mexico, Ireland, England, you know, I can't rattle all the countries off right now. We all have the same mission, what makes it very powerful to know that you're contributing to the betterment of the lives of females. So thank you for the work you do. Thank you for the work you've done. And I look forward to changing the lives of females in the future.
And thank you so much, Kate, from SI Whitefish and all of your club members for that very warm welcome to kick off our webinar. I'm thrilled to be here with all of you today with our Federation Fundraising Council members, our region leadership, and SIA staff to talk about how your clubs are making a difference. I want to share a special thank you for all of you being here. Your engagement in this conversation about your club's impact is meaningful as we proceed in our goal to invest in the dreams of 500,000 women and girls. The title of today's webinar is Together in Giving, How Clubs Strengthen the Soroptimist Mission. Now, we all know that clubs do this in a variety of ways, through the DREAM programs, through club giving and founders' pennies, and the thousands of volunteer hours that members give each year. Today, we want to celebrate the impact you're making, provide insight into how your club giving and founders' pennies contributions are being used to achieve our global impact, and provide you with some ways to bring even more visibility and funds to your club. I also hope that you're going to walk away feeling inspired by the stories shared by clubs and why they do what they do. As a reminder, please use the Zoom Q&A feature to submit any questions you have that come up during today's webinar, and please refrain from putting them in the chat. We're going to have time at the end to answer your questions. Now, first, we're going to start off to get things rolling with a few poll questions to get a sense of where we are all coming from today. So I think there's going to be some, there it is, the Mentimeter QR code on the screen that you can use to go to, oops, it went away, there it is. Use the QR code using your phone's camera to go out to menti.com and enter that code that you see there, the 89819323, in order to get out to the questions that we're going to answer. And I'm going to give it a second while you're working through that, grabbing your phones and getting to that site. And I'm not sure, Alyssa, if you're able to tell as people come in.
Yes, of course. Let's give a couple more seconds for everyone to get connected.
So we've got 177 participants on the call. It'd be great to have as many of you as possible getting into that survey for some questions.
Seeing almost about 90 making it into Menti so far, so we'll give it a couple more minutes.
It says, I see a message, it says waiting for presenter, and that is the normal message that you'll see once you're there, because we have to then load the question. Okay, we'll give it just a few more seconds. All righty. Can you tell what our number is now, Melissa?
Yeah, we're at just over 100.
Okay.
Why don't we go ahead and launch the first question?
Yes, we'll do that. So the first question is coming up that you should see on your screen. And the question is, my club understands how our local program impact fits into our overall global mission and collective impact. And what's great is you can see on the screen there the number of respondents. We have 112 in, oh, a few more that have come in. How it's changing the numbers there. The results, true or false. I love real-time response.
Sue, will you repeat the question for our interpreters as well?
Okay. All righty, one more time. The question is, my club understands how our local program impact fits into our overall global mission and collective impact. So we've got about almost 2/3 of you at least have responded. Give it one more second. You're getting there. I see more people are coming into the Menti site. Okay. Well, we're very close on that one. We'll say that out of it keeps growing, but very much so the percentage do believe that to be a true statement. So let's go on to the second question. Okay. The second question is, my club has a firm understanding of how our club giving and founders' pennies donations are used to impact Soroptimist global programs. I'll say that one again. My club has a firm understanding of how our club giving and founders' pennies donations are used to impact Soroptimist global programs. Looks like those results so far are neck and neck. Almost tied. And we're getting a lot of responses. Wow. That looks pretty close to 50-50 here. Almost equal number feel that they have a firm understanding as those who compared to those that don't. Okay, let's go on to the third question. Our final question. This one is, my club knows what resources and guidance are available at SIA headquarters to support our program and fundraising success, true or false? I'll say that once again. My club knows what resources and guidance are available at SIA headquarters to support our program and fundraising success. Answers are coming in there, and it's a race to see which one will top the other. But again, it looks right now like that's pretty evenly split in those that do and don't. So very much opportunity as well in this area to gain some education. Awesome. Okay, That was fun. So thank you for participating in our poll questions. It really does help us understand how we can best support our clubs in both our program and fundraising efforts. So I'm now going to turn it over to Sarah Detweiler, who is our SIA program manager, who's going to share some examples of the tremendous impact that clubs made during the 2024-2025 club year. Sarah?
Greetings from the program team. I'm Sarah Detweiler, the program manager, joined by Aisha D. Brown, Chief of Impact and Engagement Officer, and program specialists Megan Pennick and Ira Methine, to share how our clubs are making an impact. Clubs are making an incredible impact through the DREAM programs and Bagel Accelerator projects, especially helping us work towards our big goal of investing in the dreams of 500,000 women and girls through access to education. Let's celebrate what we have achieved. Let's start with the Live Your Dream Awards. Since 1972, Soroptimist clubs have distributed more than $49 million in education awards to over 47,000 women as of the 24-25 club year. That is 47,000 women who were impacted and given the opportunity to build better lives for themselves and their families. In 24-25, SIA headquarters funded $71,000 club-level awards to Live Your Dream recipients over 75 miles from a local club in the U.S. SIA headquarters also funded $324,000 in awards to 90 region-level recipients throughout the Federation. Our goal is to increase these numbers by 10% each year to continue increasing our impact and reach our big goal. Each year, SIA also funds 3 Federation-level recipients who each receive $10,000. Club giving and Founders Pennies contributions help make all of these awards possible. By helping fund Live Your Dream Awards, you're helping women become nurses, teachers, substance abuse counselors, massage therapists, social workers, medical technicians, accountants, business owners, and so much more. New clubs are eligible to receive a welcome gift from SIA to fund their first Live Your Dream Award. This is a wonderful way to help jumpstart club participation. We can see how providing clubs with their first Live Your Dream Award grows future impact. For example, SI Luz Paraguay started with new club funding in 22-23, gave 2 awards in 23-24, and grew to 3 awards in 24-25. Club giving and Founders Pennies contributions ultimately help grow club participation and impact. This means established clubs have the opportunity to help our newer clubs get off the ground and serve their communities.
Now let's hear about a few Live Your Dream Award recipients. Darren was a Federation recipient. Today, she is helping fellow domestic violence survivors in creating a more compassionate justice system. Her inspiring work as a speaker has reached community organizations and law enforcement training, focusing on understanding trauma, fostering healing, and empowering others. She says, "Your belief in me has changed my life in ways I'll never be able to display through words. Thank you so much." A region recipient recently shared that she successfully passed the National Dental Hygienist examination and is now working as a dental hygienist at a clinic near the domestic violence shelter that once supported her. She says, "Every day I feel that I am moving closer to the person I described in my application, someone who has transitioned from being supported to becoming someone who can support others." Janet was a SIA headquarters club level recipient. Graduating this year, she is close to fulfilling her dream of becoming a scientist and changing lives through health science. She says, "Sometimes life can feel like it will never get easier, but when organizations like you can see and understand my vision, it fuels me to keep pushing even on my toughest days. Your kindness, generosity, and humanity does not go unnoticed. I look forward to being in your position one day to pay it forward. Now, let's look at how clubs are reaching girls and women through Dream It Be It and Big Goal Accelerator projects. Dream It Be It Career Sport for Girls has reached over 162,000 girls since 2015 as of the 24-25 club year. For some more recent numbers, the first year of our big goal, 21-22, clubs reached over 11,000 girls through Dream It Be It programs. That impact has more than doubled. In 24-25 alone, clubs reached over 23,000 girls, showing a 104% increase in 3 years. That brings us to a total of over 78,000 girls served toward our big goal through Dream It Be It projects. That's tens of thousands of girls gaining confidence, career awareness, and tools for their futures.
At the same time, clubs are leading impactful Big Goal Accelerator projects. Since 2021, these projects have reached over 53,000 women and girls, including over 21,000 in the 24-25 club year alone. That is a 121% increase since 2021. These projects remove real barriers like access to education, job training, safety, childcare, and essential resources. They show what happens when clubs take the big goal and make it real in their communities. Each year, Soroptimist Club grants give clubs the monetary support that they need to conduct more Big Goal Accelerator projects and reach more women and girls in new or expanding Dream It Be It programs. Your club giving and Founders Pennies contributions make these grants possible. Here are just a few amazing examples. SI Honolulu received a Soroptimist Club grant for their project Next Step, which provides job acquisition skills seminars to 53 formerly incarcerated women transitioning back into society. SI Arandu received a Soroptimist Club grant for their project Empowering Through Entrepreneurship. 138 women and girls learned skills that would turn them into entrepreneurs, including pizza and artisan cake courses, followed by the skills to help market and sell their new skills. SI Ortigas and Environs received a Soroptimist Club grant to expand their Dream It Be It program to all graduating female students at their partner junior high school. They were able to provide the program to over 400 girls.
Now let's hear directly from a club who received a Soroptimist Club grant.
Hi everyone, my name is Mary Lynn Hyduke and I'm a member of SI Fayette County in southwestern Pennsylvania. We're part of the North Atlantic region. My club has 32 members and we've been in existence since 1956. So yay us, we are celebrating our 70th anniversary this year. In 2023, our club wanted to have a Dream It Be It program, but there was no finances for it in our budget. So our committee got together and decided to apply for an SIA grant. We did receive that grant, and with those grants funds, we were able to purchase equipment that was necessary for us to be able to put on the Dream It Be It program, resources for the girls to take home with them when they completed the program. We gave the girls journals and other materials like that so that they would be able to keep in line with the things that they learned at the Dream It Be It program. The impact of that program on the girls, the most underprivileged girls here in Fayette County, was overwhelmingly positive. The girls learned that they could trust someone, They learned that they had resources and people that they could go to for information, and they learned resilience. Our Dream It Be It program, the first one that we did was over a period of 2 days, and we presented all 7 sessions of the curriculum plus 2 additional sessions that our girls council said that they wanted to have. That was in financial management and in sexual awareness, sexual health, and prevention of sexually transmitted diseases. With each of the sessions, one club member took on responsibility for the session. So we had 9 members doing that program over a period of 2 days. And in addition to that, we had other members who signed up to be monitors and assistants while the program was going on. One thing we did have with the grant money and do was a public awareness campaign before it started. And we did a couple of electronic billboards to advertise that Soroptimist was doing a Dream It Be It program for career objectives for girls. I want to stress to everyone the importance of club giving and founders' pennies. Without us receiving that grant, we may never have been able to get our Dream It Be It program off the ground. And in addition to that, we've been able to do a Dream It Be It program every year since then. It's important. Club giving and founders' pennies help to fund these grants, and I urge you all to participate. Thank you.
Now let's hear.
When you add it all together, Live Your Dream, Dream It Be It, Big Goal Accelerator projects, and Soroptimist Club grants, one thing is clear. Clubs are making an amazing impact, especially helping us work towards our big goal.
We couldn't do it without all of you. If you are feeling inspired and excited to start a new program or expand an existing one, our team is always happy to help. Thank you all for your generous support that makes our work possible and continues to help grow our impact.
Thank you to the program team. And now I will turn it over to Jennifer Erickson, the U.S. country leader from the Federation Fundraising Council, to talk more about how your club contributions support our programs.
Thanks, Erica. Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Erickson, and I am a proud member of the Federation Fundraising Council, serving as the United States Country Manager. I am also a member of SI of the Red River Valley in Fargo, North Dakota, Moorhead, Minnesota, in the Peaks to Plains region. As part of my role on the FFRC, I have the wonderful privilege of sharing the great impact your contributions are making. I am thrilled to share that during the 2024-2025 club year, we received $697,000 in contributions from clubs, which deserves a round of applause, those hand claps. This breaks down to $556,000 from club giving and $141,000 from founders' pennies. So that is definitely something to celebrate. So yes, those little celebration emojis are definitely deserved. As a reminder, club giving is a recommended gift of 10% of all fundraising in a club year, in the club year. And founders' pennies are 6 cents per member times the number of years that SIA has been in existence. So for the 2025-2026 club year, that is $6.30 per member. One question we often hear is, how are my club giving and founders' pennies contributions being used? And that is a very fair question. Our goal is to ensure that all our donors, individuals, clubs, corporations, understand how their giving is making an impact on Soroptimist's global mission. The program team touched on a few of those ways in their portion of this presentation. And first, I want to start with a question and ask you to type your answer in. I think we're going to use the chat feature for this particular question. Why is participation in club giving and founders' pennies at any giving level important to your club? And I'll give you a few moments to respond. So if you could type your answers in that chat. So why is participation in club giving and founders' pennies at any level important to your club?
It helps to move our mission forward, increases our impact, ensures we're able to provide programs, provide awards, to connect our club to the Federation.
Right. Ooh, now they're really coming in.
Helping others outside of our community. I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Increases collective impact. Helps clubs help other clubs. Still coming in.
I see a question about founders' pennies, so I'll just go back and reiterate that Founders Pennies is a program that is 6 cents per member times the number of years that SIA has been in existence. So for this year, this club year is $6.30 per member. And I know my club, we do that as part of our dues. So that is something that we personally pay in as something that then goes on to SIA headquarters. I know other clubs handle that differently. What else are we hearing, Erica?
Above all, it contributes to our investing in dreams, supports programs, supports the mission on a much larger level, and supports our clubs, supports the support that clubs receive. So all very good answers.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you for your candid responses and feedback. We will absolutely be keeping this chat and looking back at this information as well. I know that there are a variety of reasons why clubs choose to give, and one of those reasons might be because we always have, or that it feels like it's an expectation on the region roadmap. I'm going to dive a little deeper now into how your club donations are used. Club giving and founders' pennies support Soroptimist impact outside your club's local community, just like we heard in that chat. Because we are a global organization, our giving helps to build unity across all our clubs in all our geographic areas. Club support emphasizes that we are all in this together for women and girls. You heard earlier from the program team that club support allows us to provide newly chartered clubs with their first $1,000 Live Your Dream award, as well as awards to deserving recipients living over 75 miles away from a club, and funds the federation level awards. These funds also provide the support for additional awards regions receive each year. As Sarah mentioned earlier, in 2024 to 2025, $324,000 in region awards were provided for the Live Your Dream Awards. This shows the dedication of Soroptimist clubs stepping up for women and girls outside their own community and region. Club giving and founders' pennies provides assistance for Soroptimist club grants and helps fund resource development for local programs and fundraising. Club support allows us to translate our program materials into all 6 languages so that women and girls around the world have access to our Vital Dream programs. It also covers the costs of annually updating our training and promotional materials. Club support also covers the costs of tracking and analyzing program data across all regions to be able to communicate our collective impact. And lastly, but surely not least, club support helps to provide SIA's United Nations representatives with what they need to advocate for Soroptimists on a global level. This ensures that SIA is fully engaged with our peers at the UN and sharing that information with all our members and clubs. I hope this helps answer some of the questions you may have about how club giving and founders' pennies gifts are used towards our mission. To share a little bit more about why my club, SIA of the Red River Valley, gives, excuse me, I'd like to introduce my fellow club member, Grace.
I'm Grace Backman, and I'm a member of Soroptimist International of the Red River Valley, and I've been a member here for 15 years. In the last club year, we've been able to increase our membership, but also we have been a part of Giving Hearts Day, which is a local endeavor for fundraising for nonprofits. And a large nonprofit foundation helps to facilitate that. It has been successful in that we can participate ourselves, but we can include all kinds of people to tell our story and what we do, which creates for more participation, more dollars for us to be able to make financial awards. Together we have the support and the encouragement of women, not just in Soroptimist International of the Americas, but around the world, and help to encourage and lift women by encouraging members, but also the participation in our communities, wherever that is in the world, and help to lift women up, support one another, knowing that there are others around the world who are doing much of the same work that we are. It helps to support ourselves, and it comes back to us, the encouragement that we receive, the training, as well as the connections that we can make with others, and to know that we are in this together. Our pennies add up. Our pennies become dollars and tens of dollars and hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars. And it comes back to support us, encourage us, and to help us with our mission, both locally and globally. You would be surprised at what giving a few pennies can do for your attitude and encouragement and support. It kind of comes around. And I would say, work at it, find a way to help bring it about. It isn't always easy. Our clubs struggle with that. I know that they do, but it's well worth it.
Thank you, Grace, for sharing on behalf of SI of the Red River Valley. We really are truly grateful for your club and for all of our club's support. And my name is Erica Cheslock, and I'm your Director of Donor Relations at SIA headquarters. I really do love hearing these stories from our clubs and the great impact that you all are making. And I know that I've spoken with many of you who are on this call today at one point or another about how to raise more funds for your club, bring more visibility to what you're doing in your communities, and connect with potential corporate partners and supporters. And we want to continue to support you in those efforts. And I'd like to highlight a few resources and tools today to help you do that. And we'll start with program resources. You can find everything you need on the program resources page of the SIA website. As a reminder, clubs can submit a Soroptimist Club grant application between January 1 and April 1 of 2026. And to support you in your application, you can check out our past webinar with tips on how to craft a successful application worksheet to walk you through the steps, as well as a list of those who received a grant for the 25-26 program year. This could be a helpful resource to see examples of funded projects and to connect with clubs who had success in receiving a grant. And next you have your Soroptimist Fund Development Team, and that includes our Federation Fundraising Council, your region fundraising chairs, and of course, SIA staff. We are here for you to talk through fundraising ideas and events that you may need support with. And I'm excited to share that we have set up a new and easy way to book a 30-minute appointment with the fund development team to have a strategy session for your next fundraiser. You could snap the QR code on the screen to access that link. It will also be dropped into the chat. And I want you to know that this is being made available first to those who joined the webinar today. So please take advantage of this if it's something that may be helpful to you. And we have fundraising and public awareness resources. Be sure to visit the club fundraising resources page on our website where you can access information about holding in-person and virtual events, utilizing social media for fundraising, and some examples of past club fundraisers. We are going to be building a larger library of club fundraiser ideas to share with you soon. And lastly, we recently created a new resource that provides an overview of how individual and club contributions support our mission for you to use at upcoming region conferences and beyond. And we'll share a bit about that resource momentarily. Increasing our fundraising effectiveness often starts with ensuring your club is getting the visibility it deserves in your community. And SIA has provided a number of resources on our website to help bring more attention and awareness of the great work you are doing. By visiting our brand story page of the website, you will find templates and guides to help you boost your club's visibility. And last but not least, we hope that you will take advantage of the wonderful content your regions are sharing at upcoming region meetings. If you aren't able to attend your region conference, the philanthropy presentation about evolving digital tools and trends in fundraising will be available from your region fundraising chair. And now I am going to turn it over to a member of our FFRC to share about one of our new resources.
Hi, I'm Christine Brown, a proud member of the SIA Fundraising Council. I'm excited to share a helpful resource that outlines the many ways members of clubs can support Soroptimist's mission. Whether you're giving individually through a one-time or monthly gift, or as a club via club giving or founders pennies, this resource explains how to donate and highlights our Laurel Society recognition program. It also includes tips on increasing your Laurel Society level through various methods such as tribute gifts, peer-to-peer fundraisers, and employer matching. Additional giving options include donor-advised funds and planned gifts like wills or trusts. Businesses can contribute too through sponsorships, cause partnerships, or matching gifts while promoting their brand. This easy-to-share resource is a great way to educate and inspire support. Scan the QR code to access it and spread the word at your club meetings, in emails, or newsletters. Together, we can grow a strong culture of philanthropy and make a lasting impact.
Thank you. Thank you to Christine for sharing that great resource. And now we're going to go to our Q&A. If you do have a question that you would like to drop into the Q&A, we will take as much time as we can to get these questions answered. So I'm going to start with Cindy's question. Club giving is 10% of what? So club giving is a recommended club contribution of 10% of all the funds that your club raises locally. So for example, if the club raised $1,000 in a year, the recommended donation would be $100. But we recognize that sometimes clubs can't give that 10%, and we encourage them to give what they can. Okay. Let's see. The slides will be made available to answer Shayla's question. The recording will also be made available. Once the recording and slides are posted on our website, that 30-minute meeting scheduling link will be available there as well. Carol, will the slides be shared? Yes, they will be shared. And I think we had one about the languages. Are there a lot more languages? So for our federation, for SIA, we have 6 federation languages. And we typically do not use AI for those translations and interpretations. They're professionally translated and interpreted. Other questions? Beth, how can someone donate to another person's Laurel Society? Great question. So if a member would like to make a gift in honor of another member to add to their Laurel Society recognition total. They would just need to indicate that either on the online form that they fill out, there is a space to enter another person's name, or if it's being sent through mail, to include that on the check or in a note that the gift is in honor of another member, and we will ensure that that gift is applied to their Laurel Society. Rita, if you are doing a fundraiser, is the 10% of the gross or net proceed of the fundraising? And I would say net, because you want to make sure that any expenses that you incur from your fundraiser are covered before you make that gift. And I'm answering all these questions, but I am encouraging my fellow team members to jump in if you would like to respond. I can call on you. Okay, we got that one covered. Diane, are we required to provide a sponsor with a tax letter? It is best practice for any gift that you receive to provide the donor with a letter that thanks them for their contribution. And since our clubs are, 501c3 entities who receive tax deductible donations, it would be appropriate to provide that sponsor with a tax letter. Let's see, any other questions here? I think that we got everything in the chat. Is there anyone else on the team, the presenter team, that would like to add anything to any of these questions? I just kind of went through them, but I want to open it up to the team if you have anything else to share. Okay.
I think you covered it very well, Erica.
Okay. Thank you, Wanda. I'm going to turn it over to you now, Wanda, to help close this out.
Well, thank you, Erica. And thank you to everyone for joining us today. Now, I'm hoping that this webinar will leave you feeling inspired to take this information back to your clubs to brainstorm about how you can continue to increase your impact through programs and fundraising. Now, Erica mentioned it before, but I'll say it again. Please know that
Wanda, you muted yourself.
apologies.
Will you repeat what you just said, Wanda?
Yes. Don't hesitate to reach out to a member of the Federation Fundraising Council. Myself, Charlie Rogers, our chair-elect, Jennifer Erickson, the U.S. country leader, or Junko Ayabe, the Japan country leader. Now, in the coming days, I think it was already mentioned, you should be on the lookout for both a survey and a recording of this webinar. We will be posting it on the website for those who were not able to attend today. Again, thank you once again for all that you do to help us make an impact in the lives of women and girls. And I can't leave you without saying I am looking forward to seeing many of you at convention this summer in Incheon, South Korea. So until then, take care, be well, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Annyeonghaseyo! Join us in Incheon, South Korea for SIA's 49th Biennial Convention as we inspire more dreams for women and girls together July 22nd through the 25th at the Inspire Entertainment Resort, a 5-star hotel packed with amenities like dining, a water park, arena, casino, digital street experience, shopping mall, and more. 4 full days of exciting opportunities to connect, learn, and celebrate how Soroptimists across the Federation are transforming the lives of women and girls. Ignite your passion with inspiring presenters and interactive workshops that promise to broaden your horizons and spark new ideas. Join hands in a meaningful service project making a positive impact on the lives of local girls. Plus, meals and entry for the Friendship Reception, Volunteer Recognition Luncheon, President's Ball, and Fiesta en Blanco are included in the registration fee. Get ready for the most exciting event of 2026.